Red House, home of the more creative students currently studying at the college in Merthyr Tydfil. This includes everyone on the creative media production course, whose most recent endeavour was to create a 5-minute factual documentary on a topic of their choice. One of these was a documentary about living with autism, directed by Sarah Olivan.
My film was about a family that had 2 young boys who have autism, and what it's like for the parents who are raising 2 young boys, and what it can be like for them raising children with autism. It sort of explains what autism is and how children can be affected by the disability, like behaviour and so on. The reason I wanted to make it was because I have a younger brother who has autism and he's involved in the documentary, and I felt that not enough people really understood the disability. I wanted the audience to understand that parents who are raising children with autism can go through a hard time, that they have to give up quite a bit.
Also in Sarah's class is a student called Conor Morgan who created a documentary about having dinner with his family.
My film was a documentary about my family on a Sunday. Every Sunday we go to my grandmother's for a traditional cooked dinner, so I decided to just record that day. I think I wanted the audience to realise that documentaries can be funny. My family are naturally very funny people, they all have different personalities, so I wanted to exploit that on film.
Finally, there's Morgan Rogers, a student who decided to make her documentary about mountain biking.
The reason behind the making of the film was to teach people about mountain biking and to try and get people into the sport. I wanted the audience to want to go out and ride a mountain bike.
So what is it that all 3 of you students have in common? Well, they've all been nominated for the Best Documentary Award at this year's Zoom Film Festival.
I've heard that quite a few people enter their films every year into the competition, so to be nominated was a bit of a surprise, yeah.
I don't know much about the Zoom Festival. I do know, however, that it's very student orientated. It's the younger generations making films and sending them in hoping to win awards. I like to think I do have a good chance of winning the award. I mean, considering out of 10 or more people, I was one of the top 3. I'd like to definitely think I have a good chance of winning, yeah.
Yes, I was surprised to be nominated because I thought that there were better documentaries than that. I think I might have a fair chance of winning, but not a good chance of winning.
The day draws near and our nominees are preparing for the journey.
So Conor, how are you feeling then?
I'm very excited.
Yeah? You look lovely.
I know, I did it myself.
I'm looking forward to it, yeah. I think it'll be a good night.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
The nominees have arrived at the film festival ready to go inside and find out who's won. BAFTA approved, lottery funded, Zoom Film Festival is the biggest film festival currently in Wales.
I started with Zoom in the summer schools that they run, and I started last summer, and I was part of the summer school which made a music video, and then after that I got asked back in order to be a part of the Zoom Film Council, and then that's how I'm here now today. As of yet, our responsibilities have been organising this film festival this week, and as well as that it's been doing things like actually choosing which films win and getting to watch them all and nominating them and just picking the best ones. We had like these sheets with like different things like prompts on them, so they said what would you like rate this technically, what would you rate this on a narrative level, or what would you rate, like, and you had different scores. So as we went through every film we made up a score, and then at the end then you'd look at which ones had like the best comments, and then we put them to the side, and then we'd look through the better pile and see which ones were on there, and then we'd come up with our 3, and then we'd all vote for 3, and it'd be like, do you agree with this, yes or no? It was kind of a political raise your hand sort of thing, and then we put 3 into a pile, and then those were the shortlist, and then from there then we had to pick obviously first, second and third.
Now we'll move on to our next award for Best Documentary in the age category 14 to 19. Let's see the nominees.
Ross Slifer, Jacko! Oh my gosh! more about what mountain biking means to people and how it makes them feel.
Liam, where are we going now? We're going to see the reindeers? Santa. Cool.
The winning documentary was not only fully informative, but the most attention-grabbing film we watched. The jury thought that it was both technically and creatively outstanding and full of information. And the winning film is Autism.
Sarah will be walking home with a smile on her face and a trophy in her hand, and Zoom will be closing its doors until next year. Next time, it could be you though. If you're a filmmaker and want a chance in the spotlight, give it a shot. You too could be walking away with an award.
Feeling pretty chuffed that I won. I'm glad that all the hard work I put into it's paid off. So, but well done to everyone else who was nominated as well. I'm pretty so.
Show us the award.
There.
Well done.